Good morning. Run talks. Not so great today. Feel a little bit more alive than I did yesterday. You know, we all have bad days, right? But there's a big difference between the people who have bad days and don't do anything and not successful, and the people who have bad days and who are successful because they don't stay there. They're there for minutes or an hour, not a day or even days or even weeks, like some people. They're in a bad day coma. So I was out on my run, I was just thinking to myself, what do I want to talk about this morning? Because believe it or not, these topics are not pre-planned. I don't have a list. I just trust myself and go with my gut and just allow the words to flow out of me. Whatever I'm feeling, I allow it to come up, and the topic comes from nowhere and I go, let's go with that. So I want to talk about from self-sabotage to success today. How being busy, how having a to-do list, a long to-do list, and having lots of things to do in one particular day might be a form of self-sabotage for you. See, is it true or false that we all have hopes, we all have dreams, we all have goals we want to achieve? Of course we do. But what stops us between going from here, where we are, and where we really want to be? There must be something that gets in the way and stops us performing, stops us from creating that specific result that we want in our lives. And I've spent the last 7 years obsessing over this: psychology, human behavior. What stops people from creating the results that they want for themselves? But ultimately, what does it take to actually create those results as well? Because I can always focus on what's stopping me, but unless I do something about it, unless I change something, unless I shift something dramatically, I'm going to keep creating the same result over and over and again. A drink. And this creates that repetitive pattern that you may be familiar with. And the answer to this is really that we self-sabotage ourselves. We get in our own way, to put it simply. Are you guilty of getting in your own way? I'd hazard a guess there's been a point in time where you've been great at getting in your own way. And what you've done is you've justified your failure, because that's too painful to accept, with excuses, justifications, and some kind of story. Self-sabotage. Let me talk to you about this. So, the human mind is motivated to do one of two things. Well, a couple of things really. You know, it's multifunctional. But it's motivated to move away from pain and towards pleasure. That's what really motivates all human behavior. Move away from pain and towards pleasure. So if there's a perception, let's say we set ourselves a specific goal, a specific target, a specific result we want to create for ourselves, and that the mind goes, oh, that sounds really painful, that sounds really hard, then it's going to put things in place, create emotion within you to self-sabotage you, to stop you from moving forward. A very simple example of this. The other day I was like, you know what? I create all of these videos. I've created over 2,500 videos, right? That's why I could talk and trust myself to get on camera very easily and talk about topics. And I thought to myself, wow, I've done all of these videos and they're all just sitting on Facebook. They're all just sitting on Facebook. They're sitting in my Facebook group. Good morning. Is that Martin? Good morning. How you doing, Martin? And all these videos are sitting on Facebook, and I thought to myself, I'm like the world's best kept secret. Why aren't these on my YouTube channel? I've got 6,000 people on there. And then I thought to myself, I was like, wow, that's a lot of videos. That's a lot of videos to watch through, find the ones I really love that are relevant now and put them on my YouTube video. So my perception was that there's a massive amount of pain associated with completing that task. So straight away I go, put it off to another day. So put it off to another day, don't I? And I will get round to it, or I'm going to hire someone to actually do it for me, but I need to go through the videos and actually find the content that you guys love. Good morning. Is it Francesca? Good morning. And so I self-sabotage myself. I stopped myself from putting myself out there, and I got in my own way by doing that. Yes, I was very aware of what I was doing because I'm familiar with this concept. It's called neuro-associative conditioning. We associate pain to tasks so we don't complete them because it keeps us safe. It means we don't burn all of that energy and we focus on something else. We distract ourselves with something else. But here's the thing with being busy. Here's the thing with being time. I really want to get into this. One of the things I realized recently was that my way of self-sabotaging was to actually fill my day with stuff. It was to have these massive long to-do lists. It was to make my life really difficult. It was to make it unachievable. Do you ever have days where you try and do so much in a day, but inevitably you set yourself up to fail? Do you ever have days like that? Well, this is what I was doing. I was putting so much in my schedule, so much in my calendar, that it was literally an impossible task. And it didn't matter, and here's the big thing, it didn't matter how many productivity tools I used, how much insight timers, how much, I think it's called Pomodoro timers I used for focus, didn't matter. I always seemed to fail. Now, if you're creating to-do lists every day, if you are filling your day with stuff, and you consistently do that every day, and you don't complete the task which you set out to do, how do you think you're really going to feel? You're going to feel like crap. You're going to feel like failure. And if you do that for days, for weeks, for months, for years, what's going to happen to your confidence, your self-esteem, your trust in yourself, your ability to do a job well? How's that going to look for you? It's going to go boop, because you're never going to feel like you're going anywhere. It's never going to feel like it's enough. You're never going to feel like you're achieving anything. But this is one way that we self-sabotage ourselves. By putting lots of things in the way. Good morning, Paul. By making ourselves busy is a form of self-sabotage, because ultimately it's designed to keep us safe. It's designed to stop us from progressing and hitting that dream, hitting that goal, and creating that result that we really want, because the mind has beliefs that something else is going to cause us pain, something else is going to happen, and so it finds a way and gets you to behave in a way that results in you self-sabotaging your day, i.e. planning too much into your day and not getting shit done. So here's what I intend to do now. I've allocated specific days for specific tasks, i.e. one task a day. So I have another business called Entrepreneurs Gym Online, which is a personal training and mindset company. We combine the two to help people to create body transformations they want for themselves. So on a Monday, I just focus on that. And like yesterday, me and my business partner Rob, we were just on a Zoom call, just smashing out this webinar. One day allocated to that. Tuesday, I do these videos as part of my routine so they don't count. Tuesday, lead generation. Everything to do with lead generation in my business. Wednesday, coaching calls on a Wednesday. Thursday, I do relationship, follow-up, building, content on a Thursday. And then Friday, I close things out. And this is something I tried last week and it worked really well. And guess what? I wasn't as stressed. I got more done. I felt lighter. I felt better about myself. I was able to show up in a completely different way. I was able to perform and create massive shifts in the people that I was working with. And it was absolutely game-changing for me. It's exactly the same this week. I'm seeing it already. Super, super powerful. So have a look, and this video is designed to bring some awareness to you, and have a look at your life. Where are you self-sabotaging? Where are you getting in your own way? Where are you stopping yourself creating your hopes, dreams, and goals for yourself? Les Brown always says that the richest place on earth is the graveyard, because everybody's hopes, dreams, and ideas die with them. because they never find the courage or the voice to actually share that gift, share that with the world. So first we must notice where we're getting in our own way. So until tomorrow, live on purpose, love fully and deeply, laugh every single day. See you later, guys.